tool that I decided to explore for organization in my classroom is the Class Dojo. And I've heard several teachers in my district talk about this, but I've just never actually taken the time to go on and explore it and learn about it. So I went ahead and did that. And so Class Dojo is an online platform really that teachers can use just to manage the classroom. It also allows you to communicate with families within the app, and then just support students learning. And a big component of it is to support the behavior of their learning. So more social emotional learning is built into this than in most. So classroom management, communication, social emotional learning, and it also allows student portfolios. They do have that. Class Dojo is free for everyone to use, and it's really interactive learning for the kids and interactive communication with parents. So I went ahead and made an account, and my school, I linked right to my school up at the top. So within my account, I could just go to the settings and I could change any of my, just quickly go through. This is just basic stuff. You could just change any of the things that you wanted to change within there if I needed to, but I don't need to change anything. So I'm back here on my home screen, and you can see that I have a demo class that I could go into, or I did go ahead and create my own class. So I'll go into my own class to start with, and I created just one student in it, which is just actually one of my own kids. So if I click on his profile, it tells me that he's like, Luke's gotten 1 point for learning or for helping others, point for on task. So I'm giving him feedback right now saying that he was participating in what we were doing in class and he was working hard. So he's got 4 points for what we were doing, and you can go in and give those points as needed. I could go in and add skills if I wanted to add other skills in here. I could just make up my own skill. If I wanted to say he was focused on work. Let's just say that and then save it. So then it went ahead and added that he was focused on his work and it's worth 1 point. So went ahead and gave him that point, and then if I closed out, it would be there, and I could now give him a point for being focused on his work. Within this, he can redeem his points. So he can redeem 5 points, and he can have his favorite lunch with his teacher. We'll just use their example. So when he gets to 5 points, he can redeem them. And so he redeemed 5 points for having lunch with the teacher, and then it took it down to him having no points again. So classroom connection, your class story feature is right here where kids can, you can write what's happening in the class, photos, videos, events, files can be uploaded here. And then it would kind of keep your portfolio. This is kind of where that would be. If there was messaging going on, I went ahead and connected to Luke as his parent with a different email address. So this is where under the message center of your class is where you would be able to message with other parents. The district has calendar or upcoming events. I could add an event, like if I just say Thanksgiving and pick the date. If I wanted to have sign-ups for parents to chaperone, I could do that, but I don't need to do any of that. So if I just create it, then there it shows on the calendar that Thanksgiving is happening on that day. The Dojo Islands is where the interactivity part comes in. So the students could sign in, teachers could also play these games. It's loading the Dojo Island. Going over to the activity zone, if I go ahead and go in there. So the activity of the month, build a giant piece of food, make it look as delicious as possible. This is where it would tell you all the things that you could do. Within this, you can continue to make your character walk. So see, this is the interactivity piece. I could collect things as we go. Not enough players to do that game. Continue to explore the Dojo Islands. Can change the building zone within the island. I could change and give my person new hat. So all kinds of things that you can do. And then when you're done exploring, you can leave the island. Yes, I'm ready to exit. So that just kind of makes it interactive for the kids. And then here's like the learning zone. So if I wanted to start playing this specific game, I could go in here and start playing the game. And they would build the piece of, it's a building activity where they could build the piece of food. So all kinds of really cool features, games already built into it. And like I said previously, it is free. Just quickly down the side, here's that. You also have a menu down the side. So the story, the calendar, the messages, points. And it shows you that there's Luke in preschool. He's gotten 5 points for these things. Directory, where you would see other people that are using this from your district. You could go into the school-wide center and go on to there. You'd have to have school verification to use that, though. Insights just shows you how many teachers, students, parents are connected within your school. And then the sidekick just gives you other activities and things you could do. So you could do your lesson planning, choose your level, what topic you want, and it'll generate it for you. Parent-teacher conference note. If I wanted to make a note for conferences, I could do that within this. Story post, caption. So when you post to their portfolio, classroom activities can be done within here. Messaging, you can do questions, replies, you can work on behavior, send thank you notes, and report cards. So you could send, you're thanking a family member, what their name is, what you're thanking them for, and it'll generate it for you just using AI, which is really nice and helpful. Keeps everything stored right within ClassDojo also, which is awesome. You could design a behavior intervention plan within it. Just all kinds of really cool things, and you could add a new class if you wanted to. So yeah, ClassDojo is a really cool thing, and actually I think this is something that I could see myself using. Just not sure how much I would use this when I use Seesaw already in my classroom, but I think there's probably a way that you could functionally use them both. So there's a little bit about ClassDojo, which is a really cool site. So check it out.